Hey everybody, I am SV Pearce. I am a horror author and poet, and this is part 5 of my series where I talk about my latest novel, Supine, that was released back in October under Ingram and Amazon. In previous parts, I kind of just talked about the dedication, the disclaimer, the cover work, things like that. I want to talk about the epigram. And I want to tell you a little story about what went behind that. So my husband and I were preparing to go to Ireland, crossing my fingers that we don't get some other kind of crazy plague or, everything in the house breaks and wipes out like our travel funds, whatever it is. But the plan is to go to Ireland. This is a long overdue 50th birthday present for my husband. Not that long. I'm not trying to be rude and make him older than what he is, but you know what I'm saying. We couldn't go at his birthday because of COVID. And so now we had a delay, just like everybody else. But in preparation for this trip to Ireland, I've been reading, Irish history, looking at Irish art, looking at things. And I started reading an ebook. It was a free ebook on my Kindle by, is it St. John D. Seymour? Does that sound correct? St. John? Anyway, John D. Seymour, he was a bishop or a priest with the Catholic Church, and he wrote a lot of Irish folklore and Irish history, and he wrote about the supernatural back at the turn of the 20th century. And as I was reading his introduction, basically what he did for that particular book is he put ads in all the Irish newspapers asking for people to mail him their personal ghost stories. And then he compiled them into an anthology of sorts and released it as True Irish Ghost Stories. And at the beginning, when he's writing the introduction, he makes this quote. He says, "A man will meet pain or danger boldly if he be standing upright, occupying that erect position which is his as Lord of creation, but his courage does not well so high if he be supine." When I read that line, I damn near did a backflip off my damn sofa because that was the name of my book I was working on. I was finishing it up and I was like, gosh, what do I do for the epigram? What quotes do I use? And it just jumped out at me and I was like, that is literally the best ever epigram that could possibly be for this book. And so that is why I included it in my book. And I do recommend that True Irish Ghost Stories. It's fascinating. I mean, it's well over 100 years old, and these stories, people are still telling them. They've been telling them for centuries. We can't all be like crazy and thinking we're just seeing shit when I do believe there is a spiritual side. If you enjoyed that, stay tuned for part 6.